This is before we start the game. As you know, you're going to hear me before we start the game. Up to the point where Larry Ridley gets it, takes it all, and then hands it off to Charles Davis and Brandon Gaulton. And I didn't know Brandon Gaulton was real at all. I've never actually heard him do a game. Saw a college game the other day, and he was on there, and I was like, what? I was really surprised that he was on there. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell him I got a new girl. Set up that I'm begging on one of my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. Alright, y'all, we're gonna play the next game of the season here, which will be week 5. We're 4-0. Actually, we're 5-0. We're gonna play week 6. And we didn't advance to nothing last time. Shit. Oh, we're trying to get off there. Alright, the Panthers are 4-0-1. Ooh. So the Panthers are looking for their 5th win. Not wanting to go with a loss here. They haven't lost yet. This is a Thursday night game. Featuring Color Rush. Alright guys, we're going to start the game here. You won't hear from me until the end of the first quarter. Then you'll hear me before halftime comes up. Then you'll hear me at the end of the third quarter. And then you'll hear me at the end of the game. And I'm done. I'm going to send it off to Larry Ridley. Look, I'm part of this team, right? Alright, you won't hear me again until the end of the quarter. You tell the I'm begging, I want my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me to take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and you're tuned in to Madden.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Now Foles. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Foles. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Foles. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Newton now to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Newton on 3rd down. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Oh, it's dropped. He couldn't hang on. That would have been a big interception. Instead, they'll have a chance to get 3.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is third and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw here. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish. Plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through him.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Pressure coming, and this is a booming kick. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? Scott, we've just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them. Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, put it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And Jeffrey's got it. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. Back to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final.
Well, 7-3 me. Wow. That's not good here.
7-3 the score.
Think I'll win?
We're back to Uptown Charlotte.
Don't I
after
always?
this timeout.
All right. I'm done until after halftime.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sproles, the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Eagles take possession. Now we get a look at Torrey Smith as he comes back out onto the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards. And they better put that ball to the side, because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate. We knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now it's Newton. And Dixon over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there, a 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Artis Payne, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
They'll drop to throw, and he connects with Ertz. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Scarlatulele busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll look to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. All right, y'all, I'm going to
take the last 40 seconds and talk a little bit. That's not good.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On second down, here's Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half,
wasn't good,
and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This is taking you to 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to rifle one deep left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Newton now on second down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Panthers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Coast Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers trail at home at halftime. The Eagles have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Eagles ball early in the second. Here the catch is made way downfield, and after the long pass, he'll score. The Eagles go up by 11. Now 1st and 10. The deep ball is on target here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 33-yard line. Eagles have it later on the drive. Foles gonna find his mark, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 18. Offense on the field now after the INT. Cam Newton looking for his big receiver, Devin Funchess. This play goes for a score. Panthers down by 11. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you up to North Carolina for the second half with Brandon and Charles. Gents.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On third down, Newton. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Pass interference, offense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well.
Sorry, y'all, I wanted to comment on that. That ball was uncatchable.
They got a call.
That's bull crap with the pass interference. All right, I'm back out.
McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now Sproles spins by. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. Here's Foles. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Foles. Dancing to his left. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And the big tight end shifting around. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. And the coach has decided
Oh, we challenging this shit. Let's see what happens.
This play.
should have went for the field goal. Damn it. All right, I'm back out.
Great starting field position here for the offense. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
From his goal line here, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, they're going to take him down, and this time it gets him a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Automatic first down.
Back to throw now on first down. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very active.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the second,
Coach thought I should have went for it too because it was coaching suggestions, but
on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed.
All right, y'all, 29-10. I'll be back later.
All that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
From the 50, Newton. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football.
All right, y'all, third quarter is over. It's 29-10. Eagles are up, which is my team. And I'll be back near the end of the game.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Newton. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Newton. It's caught. Shepard. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Artis Payne on the toss. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
To throw is Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Gano now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the offense operates in the red zone. He'll look to throw. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And an alley to run. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
2-minute warning, Eagles 36, Carolina 17. We'll be back into the game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Fresh set of downs here. Now back to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw, Newton. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade?
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
All right, I'm going to come at you for the last 52 seconds here because I can. My guys are getting killed over here with the injuries, but it's all right. We're winning. We can put the maintenance man
unit
team
as they run up
still
and
win.
send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
It's going to be over soon. Didn't score as much as I usually do. This was a game and a half here. This team was
here in this one, Charles.
a little bit more my match than anything.
For this final drive
I mean, yeah, I won by 30-something points, but
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by
hold
the
on a
defense.
second, folks.
That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Sorry about that, folks. My Echo, Amazon Alexa Echo jiggy was going off.
On second down, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
This game's almost over.
Third and long, it's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And he Gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And it drops down incomplete.
We're going to do something weird here. See if they notice.
Instead, second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
See if they notice this.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Forced out to his left. Gonna look and got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Little motion now from the tight end. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead.
Yeah, but you're not me, guys.
You keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
McGloin now, buying time to his left. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. He made a terrific play.
Here's McGloin. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams.
Who cares?
A big offensive explosion helped leading to the victory. The defensive guys
I won.
Saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
So that's the final score. The Eagles got, I forget what they got. We got like 49 points. I got 17.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Final score here, the Eagles 49, the Panthers 17. I'm kicking some ass here. Matt McGloin got 140-yard passing reception. And that's all we got time for today. Thank you folks for watching, and hope you like and subscribe. I will check today later on for likes and subscribes. Sorry, I haven't checked in a while, but yeah. And I know there's people that probably have liked and subscribed. I just, haven't been paid attention. I'm sorry. Alright, that'll do it. Eagles 49, Panthers 17. I'm out. Bye-bye.